When you're ready, guys, go for it.
Jordan, you've been lucky enough to be here for a couple of seasons, so you know the atmosphere and what it's like. What's different this season?
Within the group, not much is different. All the players are getting along the same, and training is obviously harder. I know that's been built up a lot in the media, but it's not the length of the training. I think it's the way we're working in training. Everyone's pushing each other, and everyone wants the best for each other.
What about the confidence levels after the start that you've had?
Yeah, we're happy with the first 2 games. Obviously, long trips. To get 3 points in Brisbane, we were very happy with that, and 1 point away in Wellington. Okay, it's not what we wanted, but it's a result from a tough travelling.
Is there an anticipation going forward with the Victory match? That, I mean, everybody looks forward to that, but given all the new players, is there still that same anticipation?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, we've talked about it in the change room and that, and they know what to expect. We played them in the FFA Cup, which is similar, and the expectation is to win like any other game, and we're focusing on ourselves as usual, not worrying too much about that. It's the big Melbourne Victory game.
Just the fitness, I know a lot has been made of it, but how important is it now? I suppose you're starting to realise all that hard work is paying dividends. Like we saw the last half an hour in Brisbane, you were pummelling Raw. You actually had a lot more legs, a lot more drive. Yeah. So it's all sort of worthy, pre-season effort.
Yeah, definitely. And personally, for me being out for a while, this is the fittest I've felt, and I can speak for a few other boys. This is the fittest they've felt, and like I said before, it's not the length of training or the amount of sessions, it's how hard we work during the session.
And just you enjoy the more direct game as well, because the ball, we're seeing in statistics, against Raw, I think it was in their half 61% of the time, whereas before you were winning possession by a mile, but the ball was always played at the back.
Yeah, that's one of the objectives, to transition quickly and play in the opposition half and keep the ball in the opposition half, and that will obviously create chances, which it did.
So just obviously Friday, the big game at Adelaide Oval. Melbourne hasn't won twice, and I don't think they're going to come here and sort of have a nervy start. I think they're going to go for your jugular like the other 2 teams have done. What are you expecting from the off there?
Yeah, like you said, they're gonna come out strong, and it being Melbourne Victory versus Adelaide United at Adelaide Oval, I expect the first 10 minutes to be very intense and a tough game for us and for them, which will be good, and we're looking forward to playing in front of a big crowd at Adelaide Oval. We've packed it once, I hope we can pack it again. It was the best atmosphere I've played in front of. So.
How do you stop? They're going to be physical, I think, initially, to try to obviously upset some of the new boys who don't know what this rivalry means. How are you going to sort of offset that?
And just give it back, really, I guess. And we're not like intimidated by any other team, so we're not going to let them push us around. That's for sure.
Have you seen that in this team? That in the last 2 games, when teams maybe tried a little bit, you reacted?
Yeah, we give it back. We're not going to be pushovers. We're not going to be pushed around on the pitch. And I speak for everyone. Everyone fights for the ball at training. It doesn't matter if it's training or a game. We're up for a challenge.
Is that a directive from the boss, or is it you guys have done it?
A bit of both. For me, it's bred in me. But he, obviously, you've seen at training, he wants us to work hard and work for the ball and win the ball back as soon as possible. So everyone wants to fight.
What did Marco say to you before the Brisbane game about, you had played a lot of football? Did he give you any sort of directions about what he wanted to see from you?
Nah, not too much individually. Obviously, we did our video, and we had a look at their striker, Macaroni. Yeah, it was more concentrating on ourselves anyway, and I know I did all the right rehab to come back, and there wasn't no worries about that.
Are you appreciating your football more now, given how hard you've had to work to sort of get back?
Yeah, of course. I always appreciate it. I always was working hard on the side and just waiting to come back. I've come back before from one knee, and now it's just staying on top of it and doing everything right to stay in the game.
And how's Taylor been with his injury? Seems very positive, certainly on social media at least.
Yeah, Taylor's a strong man, so I'm sure he'll be okay. I think he's going into surgery today, so all the boys will get around him, and he's a strong man. He'll be back soon, very quickly.
Easy, guys.
Beauty.
Done. Good. Thanks, guys.